Hello, everybody. I'm a few minutes late. All right, let's see here. I was working on this fella right here. And what I'll probably do is I would love to just sort of mess around with the cobalt some more. And Pearl is with me, and if you can see as well, I've got a new camera setup for when Pearl goes to sleep. Because she loves that. I'm just going to get rid of that for now because she's on my lap right now. But, yep, I set up my second webcam to, speaking of second webcam, the space where that used to be, I need to now turn on my lights. Good girl. Oh, heavens. There I am. Oh, forgetting garbage all over the place. I'll be right back. Let's see if I can remember where I left the power thing, power cable for this fella. Here. Fantastic. There we are. Which one is which cable? That one's gonna be that cable. Hey, Alyssa, how's it going? Okay. Oh, fantastic. Oh, good. Yeah. On the agenda today, I am going to be starting off by making, by working with this Cosmic Rock song to, hey, Pearl. Yeah, you can come up if you want. Instead, she just meows at me and rubs against things. I'm going to work on getting a sequencer patch made so that I can play a little bit of, like I can hold a chord and play the filter a bit, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's start with there we go. Now it tells me that you guys can hear it, but I can't. So then why can't I hear it? It's coming into input 3. Input 3 is then coming out of this fella. Is this coming through? Still not coming through my headphones, so why is that? Do I really have to set up an... Okay, so I can monitor it through Cubase. I shouldn't have to, though. That's interesting. Oh well. In the meantime... Ooh, I don't want the LFO. Don't want that at all. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Why can't I just play a... Well, maybe I should play with an animation. See, what I want is hold the chord. It just plays that chord over and over, but with varying like cutoffs for the filter. Like opens it up a bit, like. But it's not letting me do that. Like playing the chord though. Oh. Oh goodness. I'll be right back. Got some allergies today, I guess. Oh, guess who's there? Yeah, Alyssa, I don't know if you were tuned in yet at the time, but I was saying at the top of the stream that I have set up my camera so that we can watch Pearl sleep or relax on the bed.
Where's the, oh, there it is, 120. Okay. Not yet. However, I might end up doing some more mixing. Did you want me to, like, I can honestly go into whatever project you like, and we can start mixing, and I can teach some more concepts and all that good stuff. So mixing is the act of there's a definition for audio mixing, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. What I would describe it as, though, in this moment is adjusting the frequency bandwidths of recorded instrument channels. Well, I guess not recorded, because you can do live mixing, of course, but yeah, adjusting the frequency bandwidths and boosts and cuts through equalization and okay, so frequency, bandwidth, and amplitude. So that is part of it. So that is absolutely part of it, in fact, because what you have to do in order to achieve a polished mix is you have to sometimes you can expand the sound of something, like if an acoustic guitar was recorded in such a way that it sounds a bit thin, you can boost the lower frequencies that were recorded. You can't create something from nothing, but you can augment sounds with other sounds to make them sound more natural, like to the ear, as opposed to how they might sound through a microphone. Like sometimes there's you can use, like, in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, like 2020s, people have been adding like sine wave sub bass to sounds that didn't have sub bass before to create like heavier kick drums and bass guitar sounds and stuff, and like pitch matching them to make sure that they sound natural to the ear. But it's not, it's more, that's more a part of the production and engineering aspect of it. A producer or an engineer will do that. They'll actually create what the final sound will be. But the mixing is after that's all finalized, everything is the way, like everything is a track of its own, a channel of its own, making sure that the snare drum doesn't have bass frequencies in it or low mid frequencies in it that are interfering with the bass guitar or the kick drum or the tom toms, or even the rhythm guitars and stuff like that. And so you can scoop out some frequencies from the middle of it to leave room for something else that might add, the mix has to be relatively even across the frequency spectrum. Not totally even, because that doesn't actually, it turns out that psychoacoustically that doesn't sound natural to the human ear. There's still a lot of unfinished science around what mix sounds natural to you. It's also partially subjective, but there's a lot that does not sound natural to the human ear in a mix, and that does affect how we perceive that music. Oh, for fuck's sake, there we go. Yeah, it's all mixing is about combining the instrument channels in a way that makes them all audible. Part of that, yes, might include altering the sound of it, but a lot of it is like, well, it does include altering the sound of it, because you are like compressing the sides of like the bass frequencies, and the treble frequencies might, you might not need as much there, because you might need more of that for another instrument, and then scooping out some of the sound to leave more room for, like, the snare drum might add some 1 kilohertz, 2 kilohertz, 1.5 kilohertz frequency band, roughly, that could be wider or narrower, and you might have to take some out of the hi-hat to leave room for that. And it's very important that you use your ears with it. There's not a number that you can attribute to every recording of every instrument in every song and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's also a very subjective thing. There's not really a what do you call it? One engineer might teach you to mix something, like I might teach you to mix something in a way that sounds good to me. Especially if we were in like a studio together, right? That's a lot of like the internships, that like recording engineer internships and stuff, and mixing engineer internships that have come up in the past and still happen to this day, is like they'll hire an intern after a while because they need somebody to double up on the jobs that they take in. And it's like, oh, we need, they come to this studio for this sound, so you and me now are both this studio's sound, and we have to consistently mix this way. And yeah, it's that ends up becoming the correct answer for their studio, but it's not. Like, somebody might avoid that studio because they're looking for a specific sound for their album. Like excuse me, Andy Sneap and Jens Bogren, two of my favorite metal producers. I would definitely go to them for metal stuff, and I attribute a lot of what I've learned to listening to their mixes and thinking about how mine can sound similar. But I don't go for exactly their sound, or else I would be, studying under them if I had the money. But yeah, no, it's very much a process. The mastering of an album, as opposed to the mixing, because the mixing is getting the instruments to fit together. The mastering is getting the whole sound, like the whole song to match a frequency spectrum, that sounds even across that whole song and across the whole album. And the loudness has to be the same. Like, you can't have song 1 on your album and song 2 on your album sound unnaturally uneven in volume compared to each other. Just the same as you like song 2 can't sound really lacking in bass compared to song 1 and really, bright and tinny. Yeah, let's do. Let's try. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to. Because what did I do here? Right. I forgot about that. My apologies. Yeah. Let's actually skip. Yeah. No. I'll work on the synth off stream. Maybe what we'll do is I can take some. I can take some requests for. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna see if I can mute this real quick. No. Okay. Hopefully that worked. Okay. Let's see here. So we've got Grand Trick Blue down. We can do. Yes, of course. Yeah, I have 5 days to finish mixing and mastering Crunch Comp Volume 2023 Side A. But yeah, I'll work on that off stream for sure. Except for the, I'll check on the mix, Crunch Bluey.
So yeah, you see all this equalization I've done, all this EQ. If I open this up, so this is an equalizer. So, oh, for heaven's sake. There we go. You can see those peaks in there. That is how this channel appears on a frequency analyzer. And depending on whether it's interfering with other instruments, because not every instrument contains broad spectrum frequencies, like something like an organ. Like that's pretty wide across the frequency spectrum. And so I had to scoop out a little bit to leave more room. Like sometimes you can tell, and that would be by like listening to it, and it's like, oh, this kind of sounds unpleasant in these areas. You might just remove some of that bit of the sound. And yeah, there's no reason not to go for that. Other times you might leave that in just for the sake of it feeling sounding fuller. But checks and balances, there's a lot of factors to keep track of. Now, whenever I can, I do really like having my my track volume, my channel volume, in increments of 1.5, because there's a lot of like 3 decibel rule and 1.5 decibel from each other. You'll see a lot of like, oh, I reduced this by 4.5 decibels or 4.5 dB. Yeah, and a lot of that is like, yeah, there is a bit more. It's a bit easier to make the sweeping adjustments that you want to in either 1 decibel, 1.5 decibel increments. So there's nothing wrong with having like a 5 decibel reduction or boost. Although if you're boosting something by 5 dB, that's a little bit alarming. Unless it's like, oh, that's missing from the sound and it could really benefit from it. Like, yeah, like sometimes a kick drum could benefit from having a, 5 decibel high shelf that boosts the high, like the clickiness or the airiness of the drum. Yeah, there's a lot of different ideas there. There's also something to be said about clarity. Clarity is the ultimate goal of mixing, with everything else being secondary. If you are listening to a song and you can choose, like, oh, I want to learn the violin part of this song or something like that, being able to listen to it and
somebody who is an ear learner, like who learns songs by ear, being able to listen to a song and sort of focus in on that instrument, because if you don't mix, that's not going to happen. Like somebody is not going to be able to learn the cello part for this, for example, if I don't mix it well. Especially if I don't mix it at all. It's like that would be a muddy mess, because it's taking up a lot of the same frequencies as things like the triangle synth, the organ, even the acoustic guitar as well. Speaking of which, yeah, the bell, like you can focus on that even though the organ is playing and the bass is playing and the strings. I do feel like this could benefit from let's see here. Oh, there goes Pearl. So, being able to hear that separately is nice and all, but being able to hear it when it's mixed into a song is the goal of mixing. And that means I need to do a little something here. So I do have a compressor on there. That's interesting. Maybe I should be... Ooh, let's try out a couple things here. Okay. I wonder. So let's see. That gives me an idea. Let's see that EQ again. So we do have the roll off there. So then why? Let's solo this for a second here. See, that's not bad. So, yeah, sometimes you want to cut off a bit higher than you expect in the low frequencies, but that still doesn't answer one thing for me. I might use a multi-band compressor. Yeah, let's try it out. Let's see what we end up with. I'm gonna reduce the ratios all to 1, so they're not compressing at all yet. I forgot that there's no spectrum analyzer here. Okay.
Look who it is. She's here. I should be pointing my webcam lower, but it's a bit tough to adjust back and forth. Good girl. See, now, yeah, that starts to sound a bit more even in volume to me. So I think I'll keep that, and let's see how it sounds in the mix here. Huge difference for me personally, especially if we go to the end of the song here. I bet anything we're going to be able to pick this out a way easier, so much easier in the mix. Right after the bass solo here. Yeah, those little
those little sections before the marimba. Those little sections before the trills, the do 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 do. Those parts, I'm like, they're very inaudible. If I don't have the multiband compressor on, just check this out. Like just the littlest bit, but then. I could even go a little bit harder with this, to be honest. I could go, let's see here. Yeah, like that section right there, just listening to it without and with. I'll just do one repetition with and one without. Or sorry, one without and one with. Yeah, like it's night and day there. I could go a little bit harder here, maybe go like that much. See here. Okay. Okay, a little bit more. Yeah, that's should work fine. Do it. I'll give it a decibel of gain here and see how that sounds. Go to bed if you want. What's up, baby? Yeah? Good girl. There we go. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was just mentioning the marimba, and how it's much more clear after that, but I think it might be a little bit too abrasive on this end. So maybe what I'll do is I'll give that a little bit less. like it to be very similar during the acoustic solo. Okay, not bad. Yeah, it's certainly not bad. I'll save that as a new version of the mix as well. That's great. Okay, next up. Of course. Of course. Yeah, the hello. Yeah, OBS just changing what my audio device is despite nothing changing in Windows. Oh boy. Okay, let's try this again. how I handled this drum fill coming up. Kind of curious about if I try this a bit. Oops. Oh, right. Oh, wait, no, that's right. Yeah. See, that's a better drum fill. With 5 days till the album release, I'm still wondering if I should add like the strings back into this section coming up. Just the this one right here. It's fully an A sharp minor. So Ah, I see. See, that's, I mean, it's not the worst. Oh, right. Yeah, that should be right. So it's just going to be a matter of I don't know, is that right? Excuse me, holy goodness. It's probably fine. It should be fine. It really should be fine by this point. Okay, let's see here. You've got to be kidding me. Where is... Okay, here we go. So that's interesting. Where was that this whole time? It's the expression. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, so if I set a... I'm just going to put a little thing here. Just... I've been missing out on the brass section this whole time. Well, not this whole time, but recently. Cool. Okay, great. Let's figure this out here. I can go a little bit less slow than that. Okay. Got 70. Nope. Nope. Holy cow. No, what is going on here? Okay. Maybe that'll help. So that should be more even. Quite good. Okay. How is serendipitous that version 10 should be the one that gets exported for mixing. Now, what I do want to address is this little red bar there, which means I've been clipping for a bit. So I'm going to reduce every channel. Although I can't do it with these. Why have I been using... Oh, crazy. Okay, I don't need this on there. Yeah, I shouldn't be... Well, I guess it would reduce on the... Yeah, maybe I should undo that a couple times here. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. Okay, great. In that case, I will just Q-link everything, take it down by a bit. Let's see if that helps. I'll just play it through and let it do its thing. And if it's still clipping by the end, I know that I can just reduce it another 1.5 and I should be good. Zoom zoom in on Pearl while this is all going on. That's as much as I can zoom, hey? Oh, well, I'll let that be as much as I can zoom, I guess. I wonder if maybe I can. just in case, I'm going to give it another 1.5. So -3. And then I don't have to worry about whether there's, crazy volume and all this stuff. Okay, let's export it for mixing. I don't need the drums bus. Actually, there we go. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to export those first. No, I want them in a very specific order, though. I do also want it in wave. That's good. Oh boy. Why can't I select which one goes first? Because I would like for... Because I don't need the name in there. I need this. Well, we're going to find out if this works. Oh, for heaven's sake, of course.
Oh, interesting. What? Yeah, she's a sweetie. I don't know why it keeps cutting out on me. What is going on here? I promise I do have a universal audio setup, and OBS just refuses to acknowledge that. Let's see if it... Okay. So it stays when I move it to this one, but then it changes when I go to this one, right here. No? Maybe it was because I was exporting audio? I don't know. Real quick, just got to... find that... Ah, there we go. Okay, so it did name it properly. Boy, howdy. Just changing the names of my audio tracks. For that, then I'll switch to cam again here. So next would be the bass, the rhythm guitars. That's a curious thing. Let's see if there's... Huh. Okay. Let's see real quick. Okay. Everything's working fine. So I will do those two and that one. I think it's going to start at 7. So drums, yes, then bass, then guitar, then trombones. That should leave me with all of the
Yeah, I shouldn't need to export that again because I already did. Okay, it shouldn't be 7 trombones though. It should be 7 bass, 8 rhythm guitars, and then 9 trombones. We're going to figure it out. If it works, it works. Here we go. Yeah, 7 bass, 8 rhythm guitars. Yep. Actually, I'll just put it as guitars. And 9 trombones. Hey! Great. So what that means is that this is done. I should really reset my preferences here. Good. Save again. Let's make a mixing session for this fella. I think that is track. No, it's track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's track 7. Whoa. I forget if I named this one Crimson Winter or The Red of Winter. I'll just call it Crimson Winter in the mixing folder. I forgot to note down the tempo again. Oh, right. Audio. That's something I didn't remember to do again. Okay, I'm going to note down the tempo, and I'm going to export that little automated filter suite. Yes.
It is. .68 at 120. Wow, is that 2 tracks in a row that have been 120 BPM? I'm so predictable. There it is. No. Okay, there we go. I really didn't need to export that whole thing. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Single, that, multiple, not that. There we go. Great. So far, so good. Let's first detect silence. Yeah, minimum time closed, I'm going to put at like... yeah, it should be fine. Oh, good heavens. It's going to freeze on me. Oh, yeah. Well, thank goodness it didn't actually freeze on me. Pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Should be fine. Here we go. Activate my side chain here. So now the kick drum is determining when the bass guitar's sub-bass frequencies actually kick in. Which reminds me, I have to change it to a low shelf. There we go. All right, let's do like... Leaves just a little bit of an opening there. I know that it sounds a bit awkward out of context.
what I can do as well is... Yeah.
If I want to this is very good. That's what I'm missing. I am missing a big old I'm just gonna put no effect on it. It's gonna be called parallel. Actually, drum comp bus. And this is going to be just a compressor. It's going to be like, oh, so easy. Okay, great. I'm going to give it like, slam it with compression because it's going to be... just in case. Put a... Ooh, let's see here. So here's a good litmus test for whether it's a good whether my mix choice is a good fit here. $8.5K-ish. Kind of cleans it up a bit. Yeah, steepening the slope there is probably a good choice. Ooh, what I could do, just because I know this gets soloed later on here. I'll make a quick side chain. Actually, no, I can just automate the ooh, heavens. The position of the high pass filter. So we're going to make
roughly 250-ish hertz, I guess 260-ish. And then we're going to automate that to... All right, let's make sure that the curve is right. Yeah, looking good. Okay, great. Oh, right, I have to... There, and then this one. Wonderful. Great, on the way in and on the way out. That is locked. And then what we've got here. Oh yes, we do also want... Toms are a bit problematic. No. How did... Whatever. I mislabeled... Big stretch. Okay, good girl. So these must be the toms then. But that's not usually how I work.
This compressor has got to be more aggressive. Okay. I could do a trick with this. Oops. Okay, I guess, yeah, I could. Oh, for serious? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Do they have a factory preset or? Nah, I don't need that. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to fix all this with the EQ afterwards, but gosh, I don't know about that. That's crazy.
should be a bit more even. Oh, actually, there we go. So I've just sidechained it to the bass guitar so that the toms are doing the same thing the kick drum is doing, which is thumping down the sub bass and a little bit of the bass frequencies from the bass guitar itself to prevent big spikes of amplitude in that area when the kick and the toms and the bass are all together. Although I do try in my arrangements to make sure that the kick and toms aren't together a lot, but yeah. It's okay, Mama. I got a special boy. Oh, yes. He's accepting pets, but he will get sick of this very soon. Oh, yes. You being camera shy? Oh, he's loving it. Big pets, big purrs. I might have to clean his ears again soon. I only just cleaned them. Must have been last week. Good boy. Oh, you got some stuff stuck to your nose and in your eye. Hello. Not too bad. About yourself? This is my cat Mamo. He is a big, beautiful boy. And I should get back to mixing. So Mamo stopped distracting me. What's up? I can't see my chat. Mamo, I can't see my chat. Come here. Come on, big guy. I gotta start playing some more music again. Good boy. Kisses.
that the toms, yeah, the auto makeup is broken as heck on the compressor here. Let's see. How are you doing, Silica? That's a bit smoother, in my opinion. Yeah, that should be good. Great. And then, yeah, I'll definitely smooth out that bottom end here because I don't want it rumbling. So maybe... It's actually fine right there. Okay, good, good. Okay. Yeah, the toms don't need a whole lot of space because they're percussive, so they only come in to sort of slam briefly and then... Oh, good boy, Memo. And then they leave for quite a while longer, but Let's do that, and then let's see here. There we go. How about 14K? How about 15K? Honestly, 15K works. I don't know. 3K? Yeah, maybe 2.5 then. I think that works. Great, great. I'll re-examine all this later on, but great. that's what I could do, is I can dynamics, transify, and then I can the hell just happened? Really? What was that? Where is it? Real bad clipping, I think. Yes, I think it was clipping. It's like saturation of the signal. I'm hesitant to try it again. Yep, that was it. As soon as I turned it to 1%, which then it jumped up to 11 for a sec there, but even so, it was just completely saturated the chain. Okay, yeah, let's forget that. Let's see here. luckily my drums, I already made most of the EQ adjustments I would need for shaping the sound, so that's all pretty much dealt with. Now let's see about the overheads here. That's the drums done. a little tube saturation there. That's a lot of fun. Now that's an example of a boost that I kind of like the sound of right now. 1.5 dB at 3K. It's like, gives it a little bit of an attack to it, in my opinion. Very rare that I actually boost an EQ. Except when like a bass drum microphone doesn't do a great job recording the high end of a kick drum or something like that, or a snare drum, or a hi-hat or anything like that. Okay, now let's see. good. Yeah, I don't really need that. 'Cause then it does kind of slam a bit quite well. So let me compare. There we go. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Try to look at the equalizer. I'm sure I'm drum. A little bit of tom as well. Not that much. Which is good, honestly, yeah. pretty solid mix overall. I think that's where I'll leave it for now. And I'm going to do a quick bathroom break. I'll play this back again. Just so you guys have something to listen to during my break, and I'll be right back. I'm back. There we go. Okay, let's move on to... Oh, heavens. I've got so many music projects. I'm struggling to think of what to work on next. Oh. You know what else I can put on here is a little bit of reverb. Just that littlest bit there. Turn back to the start here. Whoops. Should be right, I think. Oh boy. Okay, let's see here. I don't know about that. Nope. Oh, please no. is very good stuff. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, quite good. Quite good. I think that's, I don't know if that's the final mix, but it's definitely close if it's not. Great. Fine, whatever. I'll have to keep some things a secret for the album, but I think we're getting there. Oh, and I see my little girl is still just rolled over sleeping like a sweetie. Okay. That might be all I can do on stream for music today. Yeah. Maybe I'll come back in game after dinner, but yeah, I'll probably change the title and everything like that if I do. Thank you so much for tuning in, both of you. That was awesome. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Alyssa, let me know if you want to game later instead. If not, I'll just stream some game or another. All right. In the meantime, I will see y'all next time. I should be back on Wednesday. I think the 5th. Bye.